Hello my dear friends, welcome back to your channel of learning mathematics. Now we're almost at the end of the first chapter of class 11 sets. So I believe that it has not been a very difficult journey. It's a very nice chapter. This would be now basically the last topic. That's the practical problems on union and intersection of sets. Yes, and we will be needing some knowledge from the Venn diagrams also. Some results which we will be requiring. So I believe that as always you have gone through the concept videos. Please go through it. There's a lot to be learned, and I've shared a lot of formulas and tips and tricks from in the concept videos. After that, of course, after this we do have one more exercise. That's again on the application of sets. Important questions are also there, so do not skip the miscellaneous exercise also for better understanding and better learning. All right, now before you really move on to the exercise, there are some formulas like a revision. Let's do a little bit of revision from the Venn diagrams. So please go to the videos on Venn diagrams, but some of the results that we will be needing for this exercise also, especially from Venn diagrams, is the first one. That's number of elements of A union B. This is given by number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. Right. The second one would be if A and B are actually disjoint sets, then of course it's very simple. A union B will be number of elements of A plus number of elements of B, because this will be 0. Number of elements. Third one would be number of elements of A minus B plus number of elements of A intersection B would be number of elements in A. The fourth one, number of elements of B minus A plus number of elements of A intersection B would be number of elements of B. And this can further be extended to number of elements of A union B union C, especially the first one would be number of elements of A plus in B in C plus number of elements of A intersection B intersection C minus number of elements of A intersection B plus number of elements of A intersection C plus number of elements of B intersection C. All this actually comes from Venn diagrams, of course. All right, and like for example, see, if you I'll give you a small example. That is like if you have the sets A and B. So if I want only the elements purely for A, that's going to be like A minus B. So that's going to be what? Number of elements of purely A would be number of elements of A minus B, isn't it? Purely for A. So purely for A would be number of elements of the set A, right, minus number of elements of A intersection B, this one. So that would be purely A, only A, because this region actually involves the set B also. All right, so actually that is actually defined here in number 3 and 4. So we will be requiring this important applications also. And do remember, n of A represents what? Number of elements in the set A. Please go through the videos carefully. Okay, all right then, so let's start with the exercise. The first question, that is if x and y are two sets, such that all given here, number of elements of x, number of elements of y, number of elements of x union y, then find the number of elements in x and y. Of course, I think I've already told you in a video also, actually, when we generally, this is like a small hint, when we generally use the word and, that involves like both present in both the two sets, so that's like intersection. And when we use the word or, that's either or, at least somewhere, so that's like union. All right, so here of course we can use the first formula that I gave you, that is number of elements of x union y would be number of elements of x plus n of y minus n of x intersection y. So we need to find out this, so that's quite simple. Union y is already given, 38, x 17 23 minus x intersection y. So I can easily calculate this. So that's going to be number of elements of x intersection y would be 40 minus 38. So we have two elements which are present in both x as well as in y. Simple question. Okay. All right, moving on to the next question. That's the second solution. That's again almost same. If x and y are two sets such that x union y has 18 elements, so be careful, we have to denote it very carefully. That is number of elements of x in the set x union y, 18. Don't write simply this because it has 18 elements, so denote it properly. Okay, x has 8 elements, that is the set x. Number of elements in the set x, 8 elements, and number of elements in the set y, 15 elements. Almost the same question. So therefore number of elements in the x union y, in the set x union y, is n of x, n of y, n of x intersection y. So this will be 18, this is 8, this is 15. Same question actually, x intersection y. So number of elements in x intersection y will be 23 minus 18. 23 minus 18, that would be 5. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 5. All right, okay, let's move on to the next question. That is question number 3. So you can pause the video there and note down. All right, moving on to question number 3. Kindly read the question once. Okay, what do we have in the question there? In a group of 400 people, 250 can speak Hindi, 200 can speak English. How many people can speak both Hindi and English? And that means intersection. That's a hint. All right. So let's actually denote the set. Okay, let's always denote the set. Then it's always good. That is like let H be the set of people speaking Hindi, and the other one is English. So English, E be the set of people speaking, I'm just writing like this, English. So what do we have here? Therefore total number of people, I mean H and E combined, Hindi and English, we have 400 people. So H union E, we have 400 people. 250 can speak Hindi. 200 can speak English. So what are we supposed to find here? We're supposed to find number of people who can speak both Hindi and English. So this one we can just apply it from here directly. That is H union E would be H plus number of elements in E minus number of elements in, come on, H intersection E. So this is 400. It's equal to 250 plus 200 minus H and E, Hindi and English, both Hindi and English. Therefore, number of people speaking both Hindi and English would be 450 minus 400. So we have how many people here? 50 people who can speak both Hindi and English. So these are basically easy questions. Okay, read the question properly, बस हो जाएगा आराम से. Done? चलिए. Question number 4. What do we have with 4? S and T are two sets such that S has 21 elements. So number of elements in the set 21, number of elements in the set T 32, number of elements in the set S intersection T 11. How many elements does S union T have? How many elements? So therefore number of elements in S union T, basically a very simple exercise. Okay, so S intersection T, that will be 21 plus 32 minus 11, 353, right, minus 11. So 53 minus 11, how much? 11, 42. So how many 42. Okay, simple na. Chalo, number 5. It will be simple if you practice well. Again, x and y are two sets such that x has 40 elements. Again, number of elements in the set x, 40 elements. Number of elements in the set x union y, 60 elements. Number of elements in the set x intersection y, 10 elements. How many elements does y have? Chalo. So therefore, x union y, number of elements of x, number of elements of y, number of elements of x and y. Kitna hai yahan? 60. Here 40. Here we have to find. Here kitna tha? X intersection 10. So chalo, 60 minus 40 plus 10 equal the number of elements in the set y. So 60 minus 40, 20. 20 plus 10, 30. Therefore, number of elements in the set y. How many? 30. So we have 30 elements in the set y. Number 6. In a group of 70 people, 37 people like a coffee, 52 like a tea. Each person likes at least one of the two drinks. Okay, we all do. How many people like both the coffee and intersection and tea? Chalo, let's denote the set. Let the C be the set of people who like coffee. T be the set of people who like tea. I prefer tea, not coffee. Anyway, who cares what I like, right? Okay, so C group is of 70 people. Number of people liking coffee, number of people liking tea, 52. And each person likes at least one of the two drinks. How many people like both coffee and tea? How many people like both coffee and tea? Chalo. Therefore, we know C union T is equal to number of elements of C, number of elements of T minus number of elements of C intersection T. I hope this time I'm not making any careless mistakes, which I'm very known for. So this is 70, 37, 52, C intersection T. So chalo. Number of elements of C intersection T would be this one, 89 minus 70. So how many? 19. So we have 19 people who like both coffee and tea. All right. Okay, so chalo, let's move to question number 7. Almost finished. Simple exercise, small exercise. Again, in a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. How many people like tennis only, not cricket? How many like tennis? So we have two sets here, tennis and cricket. Let's see, denote the set of people who like cricket. T denote the set of people who like tennis. So what is given here? Group C union T, 65. 40 like cricket. 10 like both cricket and tennis, and represents intersection. Okay. How many people like tennis only and not cricket? So for example, you know that concept which I told you, sets. If we have the sets here, set of cricket and tennis, first question is how many people like tennis only? So we're supposed to find out only this set. And the other one is how many people like tennis. Let's first find out how many people like tennis. Okay, second one. So we know, what do we know? That C union T is equal to C plus T, C intersection T. So this is 65, 40, tennis we have to find out 10. So that's going to be 65 minus 40 plus 10 is equal to the number of people who like tennis, completely tennis, that is this one, the whole set. Let's first find out that one, okay? So 25 plus 10, how many number of people who like tennis? We have yet 35 here, number of people who like tennis, 35. So just for avoiding confusion, number of people who like tennis, 35. Moving to the first question, how many people like tennis only and not a cricket? So number of people who like tennis only and not, never played tennis for me, and not like cricket. So we don't need to remember the formulas. Venn diagrams ho jayega. So from the set of tennis we have to actually remove now the group of people who like cricket also. So that's going to be like number of people who like tennis only and not cricket, that is like T. From the set of T I have to remove whatever is of C. So how do we do that? That's going to be like what? Number of people of the set complete tennis na? Minus number of C intersection T. This region is common to both tennis and cricket. We want pure tennis only. Pakka puri tennis walas. So that's going to be, how much is this? 35. That's why we needed this now first. Minus intersection DT. How many who like both? 10. So we have here 25 people actually who like only tennis. They are not a big fan of cricket. Alright. Chaliye, number 8, last question. In a committee, okay, 50 people speak French, Spanish. Both Spanish and French. So, chalo, let F be the set of people who speak, I don't know how to speak, I'll try, who speak French, and S be the set of people who like Spanish. Let me just not try. Okay, chalo. So we have here 50 people who like, who speak French. Do you? 20 people who speak Spanish and speak both Spanish and French. Both French and Spanish, since I'm writing F first. Na? 10. How many people speak at least one of these two languages? At least. Remember, at least one of these two languages. At least, do remember, represents union, because union means either you speak French or Spanish. That means at least, either kam se kam na. That means when you go for union in that set, what will happen is, if you go for union, when you combine the union, what happens is at least one of the persons, the persons will be speaking at least one of the languages, isn't it? Either Spanish or French or maybe both also. At least means minimum. Maximum to chalega kitna hone se bhi, right? So that means, let's find out. So therefore, number of people who speaks French, we know, and Spanish is given by F plus S minus F intersection S. So we are supposed to find out who can speak at least one of the languages. So that's union. You got the concept, no? Union means like when you have two sets, union, combine. So people in this category will be speaking at least one of the two languages, or maybe sometimes both also. That's what at least means, at least. So 50 plus 20 minus 10, 60. So we have here how many people? 60 people actually who are speaking like either Spanish or French, or maybe both also. At least. Alright, so that's it for this first chapter. So we'll have the miscellaneous exercises. So miscellaneous exercises we will do again in the next video. Alright, so fine then. So most probably the miscellaneous exercises we will do in the live class. Okay, so I hope you've liked the video. Please do give me a like if you like the video. Alright then, till then, take care my dear children, and stay safe and study well and work hard. Bye bye.